Mayor Greenberg gave his mid-year budget update. The first marathon race series wrapped up with a run at Bowman Field. And the community care campus is opening a temporary emergency shelter for families. All that and more on Louisville This Week. I'm John Ramsey, Director of City Partnerships. During his weekly press conference, the mayor shared details about the city's Light Up Louisville festivities.
It's great to see lights going up around the city and the festive atmosphere of the holiday season beginning. So that means it's time for one of our city's great annual traditions, and that is Light Up Louisville. The people of Louisville have been gathering here downtown since 1980 to celebrate the holiday season with Light Up Louisville. And this year, it's going to be bigger and better than ever before. I am so excited. Take photos with very important celebrities like Santa and Mrs. Claus, Cindy Lou Who, and the Grinch over at Santa's house. We're going to have craft stations for kids, face painting, Active Heroes holiday card station for veterans presented by Humanitarian, and live music and other entertainment throughout the entire evening. At 6 o'clock, there's going to be the Lots of Lights parade, which is always a great tradition. And then the video mapping and drone show are going to happen around 7:30 p.m. Santa's going to arrive at 8 p.m. We've got the real Santa Claus coming here for Light Up Louisville.
Special events such as Light Up Louisville showcase everything our city has to offer as a travel destination, from unique dining experiences to local shops, hotels, and so much more.
The mayor shared his mid-year budget update and what he is recommending should be done with this year's budget surplus.
Since I took office, I've gone through the budget line by line to look for ways that we can manage the city's resources as effectively as possible. That line-by-line review informed recommendations that I made to the Metro Council during the last budget presentation, as well as changes that I've directed our Office of Management and Budget and agencies all across Metro government to make in terms of how we manage, spend, and invest money entrusted to us by the people of our city. And I'm proud to say that we're doing things differently, and it's working. It's paying off. We're seeing a significant increase in revenue because of changes that we've made in our investment strategy. We're also seeing cost savings on the operational side of Metro government as our agencies find ways to be more efficient. Put all of that work together, and I'm proud to announce that for the last fiscal year, Louisville Metro government has a budget surplus of over $16 million. About $10 million of that comes just from our improved investment performance alone. And I want to thank Metro Council President Marcus Winkler and all of our partners on Metro Council for their partnership in crafting a budget and working together for good fiscal management.
The Race the Runway 502K, the final race in the inaugural Planet Fitness Marathon race series, took place at Bowman Field.
This year's marathon is complete for me. The Race the Runway 5.0 2K was awesome. Excited about next year.
Race the Runway 5K. We got her done, baby. Come on.
Each spring and fall, a portion of District 15 is selected for the Build Our Blocks event. It is a celebration of the community and brings resources to the residents of the area.
We're We're happy to be partnering with District 15 and the Building Our Blocks programs.
We also have some Spanish flyers too.
It's a very intensive focus into one area or neighborhood in our district, and we look at that area and we see how we can help the people there and also build a better community.
Plant it in the ground as soon as possible. The ground will keep it warm.
So this is our resource fair. We refer to it as Big Bob Day. We have an LMAS vaccine clinic.
We are offering discounted rabies shots and free microchips right now. So we're doing 1 year for all 5. Yep.
We're giving away pet food.
They just show up, and I have a soft heart.
My blood sugar this morning was 130.
We're giving flu shots and doing blood pressure checks, and we want to be sure that everybody has the best access to the best cutting edge care.
It didn't even hurt that bad. Come get you flu shots.
Today I have street tips, our annual report, getting information from other member agencies about either being housed because they're unhoused or just educating themselves on ways to connect with the unhoused community.
We have a lot of things that are going on right here. Just invited the community to come out.
Since we're right here in the Urban Services District, a lot of people have city waste services, so we have a lot of information about recycling and garbage collection, as well as that large item appointment system that we want people to use.
When we start a project, we always go into the neighborhood and we ask what they want first. And so we have community planning meetings, and we're asking people not only what they want at their own home, but also how they envision their neighborhood. People might come and say, hey, I really need a wheelchair ramp, or they might come and say, hey, this is a really dangerous intersection. So we want whatever problems that they're encountering on a day-to-day basis to bring those to the table. And then after that, we go around to every single house and we have a little Bob menu. And so that menu has free services that we bring to people. My district is really long and skinny. Most northern part is over Barrett Avenue, and it goes all the way out to Iroquois Park. But in the middle of our district right here, especially at Central and 3rd, those are the neighborhoods that we see with the greatest need, and so those are the neighborhoods that we decided to target first. So we want whatever problems that they're encountering on a day-to-day basis to bring those to the table. Bob is different in every single neighborhood, so we're really excited. It's a day full of smiles, and it's just wonderful.
Doing an event like this brings us all in the same space, so it's kind of a one-stop shop for knowing what's available in your community.
That's what it's all about here, is just to connect, understand like what are the things that people are doing. There's something new almost every day.
We're really, really grateful for those partners. And if anybody ever wants to get involved with Bob, we're more than happy to hear how you would like to partner.
Just coming together and just making a difference together.
Councilwoman Jennifer Chappell hopes to complete a Build Our Blocks event in each part of District 15 by the fall of 2028. The third annual World Day of Remembrance for Road Traffic Victims was held to recognize automobile crash victims and their families.
Thanks for being here at the third annual World Day of Remembrance, something that is dear and near to my heart. My name is Janet Heston. I'm the founder and president of Matthews Bridge Incorporated, which is a nonprofit that I created in honor of my son Matthew, who was killed November 21st, 2020, crossing the street to go to Iroquois Park. The tragic event is something that I'll never get over, and it stays with me every day. A lot of people say, well, it should get better as time goes on, but it honestly gets worse. But what has lifted me up is just the great response that I've gotten from the wonderful people in the city of Louisville, and how we have worked together to start Vision Zero and do so many important things.
This is something that we take very seriously in our administration. We live in a city, in a state where it seems like our roads were designed strictly for cars to get from point A to point B in the fastest amount of time. And as we know today, there is so much that is challenging with that type of system. And so the work that we're doing at our administration in partnership with Metro Council is really focused on this Vision Zero plan that, thanks to the support of the Metro Council in 2022, we are working to implement, to have roadways and other pedestrian infrastructure that not just gets everyone safely in cars to where they're going, but also improves the quality of neighborhoods, improves the quality of our environment. It's a positive experience for pedestrians and cyclists as well, for anyone that wants to use our infrastructure.
Thanks to a donation from PNC Bank, the Community Care Campus will open a temporary emergency shelter for families. The temporary shelter will remain open until the permanent facility is ready to open next summer.
There are families that need help right now. Winter is coming, and so we wanted to be sure that we took action. And so we're thrilled to announce today that we're going to be opening a temporary emergency shelter for families that are experiencing homelessness right now. This temporary shelter will be housed right here at the former guest house right here to our side. Families that are served will have private rooms and private bathrooms. They'll have access to 3 meals a day provided by our partners at Volunteers of America. And we've communicated with JCPS about this shelter. So there's going to be a school bus stop that stops to pick up children and take them to school every day.
We have at least 2 families who are already slated to come in. One has 4 children and one has 3. These are 2-parent homes. So we have 2 rooms automatically that will be taken by those 2 families just in the nick of time beginning this week. And we'll keep bringing families off of the waiting list until we reach our capacity.
All during the month of November, Metro TV is celebrating Louisville Metro government workers who are also veterans.
Kyle Exner. I was a specialist in the Kentucky Army National Guard.
My name is Joshua Eversole, United States Army. I was a 13 Fox secondary combat medic.
Ralph Williams, United States Army active duty, and I was a sergeant.
I was trying to get a job in law enforcement, and I was working full-time as an EMT, and one of the requirements here in the city of Louisville was you had to have a college degree or military experience. I enlisted in 2006. Kind of seemed like something to do to help both ways, help me and give back too as well. I've been in public service since I was 18 with EMS, fire service.
My family is military. My dad, my mom, they laid off 175 officers, EMS, paramedics. So I had to do what I thought was best for my family. So I joined the Army in August of 2008. I was actually stationed at Camp Hovey, Camp Casey, Korea. The highlight of my career. I enjoyed being there. I learned some of the language. I've tried some of the food. Being in Iraq, you learn a camaraderie with your brothers, even if you don't get along. But when you're out there, that camaraderie is there. You got to do a job. You got to watch each other six, and it was good times.
My mother would tell you it started from the time I was playing with G.I. Joes. She said I always wanted to be one, but I always knew I was going to join at some point in my life. I think that's the best thing I've ever done in my life was to join the military. Knowing it was something I was going to do, but I think the timing was perfect for me because I joined at 26 years old. My first time out of the country was when the Army sent me to Germany. That opened my eyes. Germany is to me still the best place on earth, most quiet, peaceful, and serene place to ever visit.
Did you get the one in the corner?
This is one of the most stressful jobs that Metro government has to offer.
Corrections is different. It's kind of the unseen aspect of the job, but it's still, we have our part that we have to do.
I don't look like the typical officer in Louisville Metro, but a lot of people, the inmate population, gravitate to me because of how I look. I know I'm making a difference. I get told a lot.
We need more mental health. We need more medical help for our officers, the inmates as well, because it puts a stress on them because they're in a box.
Learning how to really identify a true issue or a true threat or things like that really kind of translates here. Somebody may be getting angry, yelling, shouting, kind of getting aggressive, but they haven't crossed that line. I can see that and try to de-escalate that better.
You will have people to come up to you and say, thank you for the time. I've seen people doing well that were in this jail that have their own businesses now. So that means a lot to me.
Watching them walk out the door and not come back, it's definitely a positive thing to see as we're doing this job. Veterans Day for me is a little more special because, you know, I get to take that time to reach out to family and friends and counterparts, my brothers and sisters from the service. I'll sit on the back porch and chill and just look up at the moon and remember the ones that are not here.
About 3, 4 in the morning, I was blown in half while I was on a convoy mission back to our base. This right here means a lot to me. I just enjoy life. It's about still being here, which is why I use this job as a way to talk to people, to let them know that it's a bigger plan out here for you. If I'm still here, I'm here for a reason.
Mayor Greenberg joined with Louisville Metro Police Chief Paul Humphrey for a public safety and crime plan press conference.
We are excited today to not only have our regular bi-weekly press conference, but to release our crime plan that we've been discussing over the last couple of months. To us, this is a very, very important thing. It's extremely important that the community and officers know exactly how we're going to address crime in the community.
Protecting public safety and health is our #1 priority, and that means a commitment to doing things the right way. It means keeping all of our citizens safe, while also ensuring that we do that with accountability and transparency. Because every resident in every corner of our community deserves to be safe and feel safe in their neighborhood, in their home, in their daily life.
We need the community's help. We need your support to report crime, to engage with our crime plan, to engage with your neighbors, with each other, to build relationships with us and each other so that we can have a safer community. And so we've created a community survey to go along with this crime plan. We want to hear your feedback. We want to hear what you need, how you want officers to interact with your neighborhood.
The way this is going to work is there's going to be a quarterly meeting amongst all the stakeholders in this where we go through what are the projects that we've had come out of this sustained focused improvement project. And so where are those? What's the status of them? And we now can hold each other accountable to making sure that we get those things done.
Louisville Metro Council members volunteered their time and skills at the Hope Village, which exists to bridge the gap between the streets and stable housing.
A lot of amazing things happen here. They do a great deal in the community, and they do a great deal on the Hope Village campus that we're on today. The Hope Village is just one project under the Hope Bus, which is our nonprofit organization. Every resident gets to kind of make this their home, however that looks like. We use a lot of our brain. We talk a lot, but today was about action. President Winkler organized and got the council members to come out, and currently they are working. Today we were doing a Louisville Metro Council Day of Service, and we were excited to be here to put our hands to work.
The work that they're doing here is really good, and they're trying to take care of the houseless community and get them from A to Z in a lot of faster way and get them recovered and all the good things. So we're here to try to just contribute.
Our amazing team, we sorted clothes that have been donated to the Hope Village, separating it so it makes it easier when anybody needs something. We can just kind of grab a bag, and we know these are women's shirts and these are men's pants. So they're helping us with that. We organized the bus.
Granola bars I got here.
Over 500 families are going to be fed with the meals they were able to organize on this bus.
I was in charge of lunch today. I did rice with teriyaki chicken and veggies. So it's going to be good. And then I brought everybody a cookie for dessert.
Thank you. This morning, I lovingly told them this is time to work. I need hands and feet, and they have jumped in with so much energy. So I'm excited for the members and staff persons who were able to come today. It takes a village to raise a child. It also takes a village to come together to support people who are not having the best time of their life, who are missing the housing, the services, the care, the mental health, all the things that we sometimes can take for granted if we're in a better place. The work that Hope Village does is so vital. I want to see it sustained. Come back anytime, bring your families. The way to do that is to make sure I'm showing up and to make sure that we're giving back to this organization.
Thanks to Hope Village.
If you'd like to help, the Hope Village is accepting donations of area rugs, cleaning supplies, cleaning towels and wash rags, coffee, hand and shoe warmers, batteries, and 25-gallon storage totes. The YMCA held their annual Mayor's Community Thanksgiving breakfast.
And I miss my mom every day, but also every day, I am so thankful for her love, for her encouragement, for her support, for her examples of kindness, for her energy, for her dedication to others that inspired me to be the person I am, to take the risks I took, to get engaged in public service, and to run for mayor and now be your mayor. And I'm going to continue to channel that inspiration of my mom every day, to continue working to channel this great momentum we have all across our city, to keep making our city that we love, Louisville, a safer city, a stronger city, and a healthier city. Thank you all so much for what you do for our city. Thank you so much for partnering with others to keep moving Louisville in a new direction. Happy Thanksgiving to everyone. I hope you all are able to share your thankful thoughts with others who you care about as well. And I look forward to the years ahead. Thank you very much.
Metro Council President Marcus Winkler shared a recap of the regularly scheduled Metro Council meeting.
Hi, I'm Marcus Winkler, Metro Council President and Representative of District 17. The Metro Council just had a regularly scheduled meeting. Here are some of the highlights. The Council amended the Land Development Code regarding factory-built housing, approved a 180-day temporary moratorium on transitional housing within the R5A and R5B zoning districts, requested the Planning Commission review the Land Development Code regulations regarding transitional housing, accepted $1 million from Delta Dental of Kentucky for down payment assistance for families who participate in the Healthy Start program and to sponsor warming centers throughout the winter, approved a wastewater monitoring contract with the U of L Research Foundation, accepted a $1 million grant from the U.S. Department of Transportation, approved funding for an animatronic dinosaur display at the Louisville Zoo, approved changes to the public nuisance law regarding the cleanliness of property, approved the displacement assessment form and results matrix, which was created by a team of researchers to predict the impacts of Metro-subsidized residential developments, and finally, the Council approved an ordinance enhancing existing laws regarding solid waste haulers. This amendment makes garbage vehicle owners and operators jointly responsible for the items transported, which must be contained or covered. We accepted a donation from the Kroger Company for Metro Council's holiday food drive, which will support the area community ministries. Metro Council concluded by recognizing our outstanding University of Louisville fall interns. Go Cards! Thanks for your interest in your Metro government. You can see all of our meetings live on Louisville Metro TV, Spectrum Channel 184. You can also tune in online at louisvilleky.primegov.com/public/portal. If you'd like to contact your Metro Council representative, go to louisvilleky.gov/Metro Council.
District 3 held the Good Neighbor Awards to recognize community members who are dedicated to making their district a better place to live.
A good neighbor is someone who cares for their family, their neighborhood, and their community. We don't ask any questions, we just try to bless the community in which I was raised in.
We were honored to give people who are unsung heroes and sheroes in their communities a chance to be recognized formally.
Barbara Ann Dickey, Rondo Waters, Gentry Hall, Sanford Hall.
We have just over 12 neighborhoods of people who care about their community, whether it's from beautification to public safety to our young people to what I like to call our seasoned people.
I believe that people in the community get out there and work really hard and try to make things, positive things happen, and then they never get recognized.
That's right. These folks are going to show up and give and support their community no matter what, but to recognize them is to help encourage more neighbors to participate, to engage each other.
It's been my pride and joy to right in the corner. So when kids come through, two little girls said, "My man got to have a house like that if he wanted to marry me."
This is the opportunity to know who our neighbors are, to talk to one another, to honor the work, and to keep showing up for each other. We're honored after 1 year of service to offer this to our community.
We love you, love when you all show up.
I hope this grows. I hope other districts do the same. And this is a way for us to come out of City Hall and come into community in a meaningful way.
Louisville Metro Animal Services was the subject for this week's Metro Matters.
Andrew, you just said you've been here all of 3 weeks.
Yes, ma'am.
So your role, you are the director, correct?
I am the director, yes.
Okay, and talk a little bit about what brought you to this work. What's your background?
Sure. So I started 22 years ago in public service. I worked at Louisville Metro Police Department for 22 years. And so public service, serving my community, that it was always something that I wanted to do. I left Metro government, retired, and went and worked at our police foundation, which was a great experience. And then I went and worked outside of the county for about 1.5 years. This opportunity arose, and I did a lot of, background into it, looking into it, and it came back again to serving my community. And I can't think of a better is probably not the right word, but the victims, that part, the animals, because they don't have a voice. And that part, they're victims, and it was an opportunity to come back and serve, and also that victim part played a role as well, just helping those that can't help themselves.
You can watch Metro Matters on Metro TV every Wednesday at 8 a.m. and p.m. You may have noticed that additional bike racks have been popping up throughout the city.
We want to see more people out cycling, not just for fitness, for health, but also for a sustainable form of transportation. Part of our mission is to expand our bike network and create more infrastructure for people to go out and cycle is to install more bike parking. That's a big issue for a lot of people who want to maybe swap miles traveled in their car with shorter trips by bike. They might not always have a safe, reliable place to lock up their bike. So part of Bike Louisville's program is that we go out and try to install good, secure bike parking throughout Jefferson County. So far this year we've done about a dozen bike racks. Not all of our bike racks are requested through our bike rack request form on our website. We have just our signature silver loop bike racks, which are made by a local artist here in Louisville. Those will hold up to 2 bikes. We also have the option for parking corrals where we can use delineator posts, bike racks, and also markings on the ground to create a larger space for bikes and scooter parking. This site, we just so happened to ride past it and see that there were a lot of bikes parked out front without a safe place to lock up, so we reached out to Catholic Charities and they were very enthusiastic about the prospect of getting bike racks, so we just worked with them to figure out how many they needed, where would the best spot be for them, and we made it happen. They were very happy with it. Demand has been so high, which that's a good problem to have. We know that the need is there. All of our remaining bike racks are spoken for, but we are in the process of ordering more for the next fiscal year, so people can check out our website and fill out our bike rack request form. Maybe a week or a month will go by and I'll ride past them and see bikes parked on them. It's always a really good feeling.
If you have a suggestion for a place to add a bike rack, you should visit louisvilleky.gov/bike Louisville. We complete our Louisville Metro Council members' profiles with information on District 26 Councilman Brent Ackerson.
Councilman Brent Ackerson is the Metro Councilman for District 26. He was first elected to serve on Metro Council in 2008 and was re-elected in 2012, 2016, and 2020. He's a native Louisvillian and received his Bachelor of Arts degree from the University of Louisville and law degree from the University of Akron College of Law. He works at Ackerson Law Office, where he specializes in handling cases related to business and employment, wills, trusts, probate, and personal injury matters. In 2011, he was the recipient of the Gary Gupton Community Award for his part in helping to complete the new Down Syndrome of Louisville facility, the only facility of its kind in the United States which cares for the needs of individuals with Down syndrome and their families. The facility is located in the 26th District. Councilman Ackerson is married and has 2 children. The 26th District is a vertically shaped area running north and south along Breckenridge Lane and South Hurstbourne Parkway between St. Matthews and the north end of Fern Creek. It includes parts of the city of St. Matthews near the hospitals and DuPont Square, the Urban Services District in the Butual, Bon Air, Hikes Point, and Brookhaven areas, and small portions of the city of Jeffersontown along South Hurstbourne Parkway, along with the home rule cities of Houston Acres, Lincolnshire, Meadowview Estates, Norborne Estates, and a small portion of Cambridge. District 26 has a number of community assets, including Seneca High School, Farnsley Park, and the recently renamed Wright Tower, which most people know as Cadent Tower. To learn more about District 26, please call 502-574-1126 or visit www.louisvilleky.gov/District26.
Metro TV was out on the street asking people, what is your favorite Thanksgiving food?
My name's Emily. I'm from Louisville, Kentucky, and it's broccoli cheddar casserole.
What's your favorite Thanksgiving?
My favorite Thanksgiving food is definitely mac and cheese.
My favorite Thanksgiving dish is green bean casserole.
And my favorite Thanksgiving food is probably the sweets. I'm a fluffy guy, so yeah, I like the sweets.
My name is Monier. I'm here in Louisville, and my favorite Thanksgiving dish would be a toss-up between the dressing and the sweet potato pie.
Yes, my name is Steve Joy, and my favorite dish would be sweet potato yams, or sweet potato pudding.
And my favorite food for Thanksgiving? Can you say 2 of them at the same time? So I like a turkey and the mashed potatoes with the same turkey gravy.
And my favorite food is chitlins, Thanksgiving.
Thank you for watching. Please share Metro TV with your friends and ask them to follow us on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, or X, and download our Roku, Apple TV, or Amazon Fire TV apps. Have a wonderful week.